Once upon a time, in a beautiful land of sparkling rivers and golden meadows, there lived a kind-hearted princess named Elara. She had long curly hair like spun honey and eyes as bright as stars. She lived in a magnificent castle on top of a hill where butterflies danced in the gardens and birds sang the sweetest songs. Elara loved her home more than anything. She would spend her days exploring the woods, playing with her kitten Luna, and helping the villagers with their chores. She made everyone smile wherever she went, but one day everything changed. A terrible storm came rushing through the land. The winds howled like wolves and the rain fell in heavy sheets. Lightning cracked across the sky and thunder roared louder than the drums in the palace band. The river overflowed, trees crashed down and mudslides rolled down the hills. When the storm finally stopped, the sun peeked through the clouds, and Elara looked out from the castle tower. Her eyes filled with tears. The castle was gone. Well, not completely gone, but most of it had crumbled. The beautiful towers were broken. The gardens were muddy puddles, and the great hall had holes in the roof. It was no longer safe to live there. "My home," Elara whispered, hugging Luna tightly. "Where will we go?" Her parents. King Orion and Queen Mira gathered the villagers and led them to a safer part of the valley. Everyone worked together to build temporary shelters. As the days passed, Elara tried to focus on the task at hand. She watched as her parents comforted the villagers, reassuring them that they would rebuild. The laughter of children filled the air, a sound that mixed with the distant echoes of their old home. Elara knew the pain of loss, yet she found strength in helping others. Each time she handed out food or lifted a heavy plank, she felt a flicker of hope. Perhaps even without their castle, they could create a new beginning in this valley. But deep in her heart, she missed her home terribly. That night, as she lay under a tent of stitched blankets, her kitten curled beside her. Elara whispered, "I wish I could find a new home, not just for me, but for everyone." The next morning, she woke up early and climbed a nearby hill. From there, she could see a wide green valley untouched by the storm. Flowers bloomed, a river sparkled, and birds chirped happily. Her heart skipped a beat. "This is it," she cried, "a new place for us to live." She ran back to the village camp and told everyone what she had seen. The king and queen rode out with the villagers to see the valley for themselves. When they returned, their faces were full of hope. Elara worked harder than ever. She helped design new houses and plant gardens. She found a perfect spot for a new school, a bakery, and even a little playground. The villagers built together with joy and laughter, and slowly a new village grew. They named the village Swanvale after the fountain, and the new castle, though smaller than the last, was filled with warmth, books, music, and love. Though Elara still missed her old home, sometimes she had learned something important. A home isn't just walls and windows. It's where people care for each other, where laughter echoes, and where hearts are full. Years later, when she became Queen Elara, she often told her story to children in the village square. Even when we lose something special, she would say, "There is always hope. With kindness, courage, and a little imagination, we can build something even more beautiful." And in the heart of Swanvale, the fountain still flowed, a gentle reminder of the princess who lost her home and helped everyone find a new one.